up, you guys? It's your girl Faye, owner of Lemonade No Sugar. I am not showing the camera today to my face because your girl is looking a little rough today. I'm in my robe, her looking a mess, so y'all can't see me today. But as you can see, based on the supplies, we are making a candle. You guessed it. So on this side, we have our warning labels that's going to go at the bottom of your jar, the bottom down here. We got the wicks. We are using crackling wicks. So what I love about a crackling wick, it kind of sounds like a fireplace, like a lit fireplace. But of course we got the tabs, we got the wick, we got the stickies. These hold the tab and the wick and the candle. We got our fragrance oil. Our fragrance oil that we are using is our pumpkin spice latte by the Flaming Candle Company. This scent right here is going to be our pumpkin spice and everything nice scent. It's our seasonal candle because your girl, you know, it's fall, it's October month, so you gotta come out with them seasonal candles. Of course, we got our pitcher. We got our little fragrance. Yeah, I'm having a brain fart right now. But this pretty much, this little container here is where we're going to pour our fragrance oil in. We have our alcohol to spray into our jar to clean it. Then, of course, we have our candle wax. And one thing I don't have in this table right now is the measurer. So you guys going to see me insert that in a little bit. But these little basic supplies is what you would need to make a candle. So you need your candle stickies, so candle wick stickers to be exact. You can get these off of Amazon, you can get these through a candle company, whatever you find. I feel like, you know, when you look on Amazon, just look at the reviews. You look at the reviews to make sure you're getting the bang for your buck. Then you got your, you know, some people, they do the, what they call it, the cotton wicks, but I like the wooden wicks, me personally, because I like how when you light it, kind of sounds like a fireplace being lit, so nice and cozy. I feel like my candle collection is for the ultimate homebody who loves to have their home eccentric, centered, and just, you know, that clean, cozy feel. And I don't know why I got the camera going all the way up there, y'all. Y'all gotta excuse me, but so like I said, you're gonna get your candle wick stickers, and you're gonna get your warning labels. You can buy that from the candles company that you may go through, or you can get those from Amazon. We're doing some crackling wicks. You can look, the company I use is the Flaming Candle, but you can get that off of Amazon. Like I said, look at the reviews. The reviews is going to tell you if you should buy or if you shouldn't, because you don't know until you try. You got your jar. I got this jar off the Flaming Candle Company as well. And you got your scent. And I know some people use fragrances that are made for soap. Some people use fragrant candles that are made for candles. My best advice for you is you want to use fragrances that are based on what you're making. So if the fragrance oil is made for soap and like with body butter cream, like creams and lotions, you want to use that fragrance oil for that. Like, it's based on whatever the manufacturer says. Like that manufacturer tells you, yes, you can use this fragrance oil for either or, then it's okay. But if the manufacturer does not say you're supposed to use this fragrance oil for candle making or like body butter creams or soaps, then don't do it, because that's what you're putting on people's body. So be honest about what you're selling to people. Of course, you want to get a picture. You can get that from Amazon or the candle company. I got this actually from Makesy. They sell candles. They sell soap supplies. Most of the vineyards that I purchase my ingredients from they either sell candle supplies or they sell soap supplies. So I make sure if I'm doing stuff for soaps that it's just for soaps, and if I'm doing stuff for candles, it's just for candles. And this is just a form of wax that I use. I use a coconut soy wax and the alcohol. I pretty much use the alcohol to spray my jar. And like I said, do not forget to have like a weighing measurer thing. It's like, I can't forget. It's like, I can't think of what it's called right now. Like, y'all, I'm just having a brain fire. I've been going through so much, girl. Your girl is going through it. Life is lifing, but that's okay. But you're going to see me bring out the weight. It's like a scale. So the scale weighs your ingredients of what you're using. That's what it's called, a scale, y'all. Whew, Jesus, we don't get there. But just continue watching this video and you will learn how to make your very own candle. This is what I was talking about. This is a scale, y'all. This is what you'll use to measure your wax and your fragrance. So I have already put the candle wax in here. I filled it up to 7 ounces of wax precisely, because that is the amount that's going to go into this particular jar. Now this jar is a 9-ounce jar, but through candlefragrance.com, I think that's what it's called. I'll put it in the description below, the correct one, the correct website to go on. But pretty much everything requires like some type of math when you're making something, whether it's the candle or soap supplies. Everything has a precise amount that you should do. So with this particular jar, we have to do 7 ounces of wax. This 7 ounces of wax should fill pretty much all of this jar up. We got to melt this down, and the type of method that I use with melting my wax, I use the double boil method, and in a little bit I will show you guys exactly what that is. So this is the double boil method. When you get a pot, so you fill that pot up with water, you turn your eye all the way up to high, and after you let it put it to high, your water should start boiling. You put your container on top of the water and you let it pretty much melt down. This is pretty much how I do all of my products, like when it comes to making the whipped body butter cream or the candle. Of course, I'm using different containers. Like everything that I make has a container that I use for that particular recipe. So for right now, I just use the double boil method until I invest in a melting pot that just melts it down for me. Like it eliminates you doing all of this. Like the melting pot is gonna melt it all up, make it all easy. But this way, it's like it's a little time consuming because it's kind of like you're waiting on that to melt. But yeah, our wax is in here. It ain't even been in here for a minute and it's already like melting. And another thing I forgot to mention is you will need a thermometer, because just like in making soap, whipped cream, or any product, everything has a manufactured time or like a melting point. Like with body butter creams, they have a melting point. Candles, they have a melting point. Soap making, that has a melting point. So keep in mind when you are researching hobbies for you to do, or like not even hobbies, like businesses that you love. Like I started wanting to add a home collection, me personally, because I love a good smelling candle in my home, especially when I'm cleaning. I feel like a candle just centers my place. It makes me just zen out, and that's what I want ultimately you guys to feel. I want y'all to be zenned out when you light that candle. Or like I do have a section in my home collection called my spiritual candle collection, which I'll kind of go through that throughout the video, giving y'all some tea on what that's about. But I want it to be just definitely a connection when you're lighting that candle, whether it is just a seasonal candle or if it's something like the spiritual candles that I do carry. But as right now, you can see, just to get back on subject, you can see the water is boiling. And of course, this water never touches what's inside of here. This is just to help this melt down, if you get what I'm saying. So this is what you call a double boil method, where you get a pot, you boil, put the water in there, you let it starts to boil up, and you start to let whatever your second container is get to like fully melted. So with this wax, I'm gonna let it get to 150 degrees, maybe 180 degrees, just based on whatever the manufacturer tells me. So I'm gonna go back, because normally I have like my little notebook with me that guides me, like, okay, this guides me and tells me, okay, this is the temperature, this is that. But during this video, I'm kind of like winging it, trying to go off of what's in my head. But your girl will go back to her notes, like behind the screen. Your girl is looking at her notes, following her notes, because I'm big on writing it down. You write it down, you can use their recipe over and over. So I believe that I'm gonna melt this down to about 140 degrees or 150 degrees. It's just based on what the manufacturer is telling me. And then once I get to that melting point, I can then add the fragrance too. So as you guys see, it didn't even take that long. So as you can see, like, the wax is fully melted. And I bought this little honeycomb off of Macy's. It's so cute, but it's fully melted. I'm gonna take it off the eye because I don't want it to get too high. And the reason why I say I don't want it to get too high, because I know the manufacturer has a required temperature that I should pour the wax and add the fragrance. So this is what I was talking about. Like, this is the type of thermometer I have, and you're just going to stick it in there. And I kind of already did the temperature. It was telling me about 150, 160, but I'm just testing it again. And I did relook at the manufacturer's requirements or recommendations. They said they love to pour this wax at 140. So right now it's still a little too hot. But it is at a good temperature where I can add the fragrance oil. So when adding the fragrance oil, you want to stir the fragrance for 2 minutes. Doing this will make sure the fragrance and the wax pretty much binds together. You don't want to do it when it's too hot, because if you do it when it's too hot, then pretty much your fragrance oil evaporates. So the point of this is just to make sure the wax is at a good temperature, to add this the fragrance, and then also making sure the wax is not too hot, because I don't want my fragrance to evaporate out. And I think this is a good temperature. It's like it's in the realm of the manufacturer says to melt the wax between like 180 to 160. It's right at that area, and it says they recommend to pour at 140. That's the temperature that they pour at. So I'm kind of just sticking to like the manufacturer's suggestions and going through that way. So at this point, I didn't forget, but I already poured in the fragrance oil in the wax, and now I'm just stirring it for 2 minutes. After I stir it for 2 minutes, I'm going to pour it into the container. So I have already poured the candle wax into our jar, and y'all, this pumpkin spice and everything nice smells divine. It reminds me of like a fresh cup of coffee in the morning time. Even though I'm not a coffee drinker, the smell of coffee smells divine. I mean, so the fragrance itself is pumpkin spice latte, and I would definitely say it smells definitely like a mocha latte drink. I don't smell too much of the pumpkin in it, but that spice latte is very warm and rich. And I almost smell like chocolate undertones with this particular fragrance. So I think this one may be a sold out type of thing, because it doesn't give you pumpkin vibes, but it does give you spiced latte vibes. So I'm gonna show you guys once the candle has became fully solid. I'm gonna cut the wick. Once I cut the wick, I'll show you guys how the candle performs after that. But this is pretty much the end of our video for right now, until I insert the next clip of the candle curing. So if you watched the video to this ending of the point, I thank you so much. Do not hit end, because we're going to insert a clip so you guys can see like the wick cut and everything like that. So I thank y'all for watching my video to this point. So I want to thank you guys for watching my video and making it to the end of it. Hopefully you learned how to make your own candle yourself. If you didn't find my video helpful, please comment down below and I will make another video like part 2 of candle making, so that way you can just have a breakdown of it. But these 4 candles that I'm showing you guys are basically our home collection lunch. You guys are getting a sneak peek preview of them. These jars look so gorgeous and the labels came out so cute. I made my labels. If you want me to make another video showing you how to make your own labels too, definitely leave that in the comments and I'll make a detailed video on how to make your own label at home. And just like I stated like earlier in the video, candle making is a science, soap making is a science, making whipped body buttercream is a science. Like all of it comes with a whole lot of math, whole lot of formulas, and I literally have like a formula Bible that guides me to steps, so that way I never lose track and I never mix things wrong. And I just want to thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully you learned something new. If you didn't learn something new, maybe these are habits that you can be better in, I pray. And I just thank you guys for being interested into my journey and learning about lemonade no sugar. And I cannot wait for you guys to purchase these candles as well. I am so sorry if y'all hear my dogs walking in the background, because as soon as I press record, they just want to come up here. But I cannot wait for you guys to smell these candles. I would say my favorite candle, I'm gonna zoom in, is the Balance and Harmony candle. That pineapple sage scent, it smells so divine, and it's like I blend my fragrances to make that spiritual candle, and it smells divine. But then my second favorite is that pineapple spice and everything nice candle. It smells like coffee, and I'm not a coffee drinker, but the smell of it just smells so refreshing. And then of course we got the Booed Up candle. That'll be my third candle. It's very soft. It reminds me of Bath and Body Works toasted marshmallow fragrance they have. That's what that reminds me of. And then the Change candle, I would describe it as being just very fresh. Not much like a rainforest, just like fresh dryer sheets. That's how I would describe it. But I love all of these. I cannot wait to record and even show y'all how all of these burn. But you guys are pretty much getting a sneak peek of our home collection, and I just want to thank you for watching my video to this point. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell me your thoughts, tell me if I need to make another video, because I will. Comment below what you think of our candles, and peace out. Much love.